Good afternoon, KELOLAND. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Warm and windy. Temperatures already in the 70s and 80s. We're at 87 in Rapid City and Phillip. On our way to see numbers in the 90s and lower 100s across western South Dakota. Even a chance to get close to 100 in Pierre. The forecast high at 98. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up as we begin midday in KELOLAND.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group. Midday in KELOLAND.
Sioux Falls Police Department says they are investigating 4 different shootings over the weekend. And the presidential campaigns brace for an intense battle over the working class vote. Good afternoon and thanks for having us in. Sioux Falls Police want people to come forward with information on a string of recent shootings. Officers responded to 4 shootings over the weekend. In one case, an 18-year-old showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. The other shootings involved a car, an apartment, and a trailer that was shot 16 times. At this point, there are no arrests.
One of the things, especially with gunshots, is people hear things, people see things, sometimes people talk. So if anybody has information on any of these, or if they have surveillance video at their homes, we'd like them to call police or Crime Stoppers, and hopefully we can figure out what happened with all of these.
Now, just last month, the city saw 2 deadly shootings. One involved juveniles. The other involved a group of people at a park, and a handful of people ended up in the hospital. In that case, there are still no arrests. A Sioux Falls man facing child pornography charges has reached a plea deal in federal court. 57-year-old Brad Hicks has signed court documents admitting to downloading and sharing child pornography. He also plans to plead guilty to resisting a federal officer. According to court documents, he came out of his home with a gun during a standoff, and authorities had to use gas to get him to turn himself in. A plea date has not been scheduled. Students in Brookings are receiving a great gift as school starts. 2 new grade schools are now open. KELOLAND's Jordan DeSmit offers us a preview of what he's working on today.
There's a lot of excitement for the new elementary schools in Brookings, including this gym at Hillcrest Elementary, which will be available to the public. We'll take a closer look at both elementary schools coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. But for now, reporting in Brookings, Jordan DeSmit, KELOLAND News.
Looking forward to that one from Jordan. Crews in western South Dakota are working to contain a fire burning near Rapid City. Authorities say the hot, dry weather has created dangerous fire conditions, and homeowners should stay alert to possible changes this afternoon.
As far as the wind shift predicted for later in the day, fire potentially could move to the south. So we are continuing to prep and prepare for that.
Our Tyler Louder is following developments, and we'll have an update on the fire for us later today on KELOLAND News. The heat, the lack of moisture, those are themes statewide right now, aren't they, Scott?
Yeah, we're looking at temperatures well above average, especially in the central and western South Dakota, where numbers today will hit the 90s, maybe even some lower 100s. In the meantime, eastern South Dakota will be warmer than what we had yesterday, and we also have some haze in the air due to smoke. Temperature at 74 degrees in Sioux Falls. We have a south wind of 17, wind gust right now at 30 miles per hour. This is Mobridge, where we have sunshine. Temperatures a little warmer at 82, and still that south wind 15, gusting to 23 miles per hour. And you can see here on our satellite that we are showing mostly clear skies across the area. We will watch a cold front that will eventually move west to east across the area for tomorrow. That will help bring in at least chances for showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures right now are in the 70s and 80s. 82 degrees in Pierre, 85 in Winter. We have 87 in Rapid City. Notice the strong southerly winds covering central and eastern KELOLAND, 15 to 25 miles per hour. And wind gusts are in the 30s in south central to southeastern South Dakota. Dew point temperatures, they will continue to slowly go up as we go through the day today and into tomorrow, at least across eastern KELOLAND. That's what I'm trying to show you here. These dew point temperatures will eventually return at least to the lower 60s in eastern South Dakota, but notice how we do have northerly winds in central KELOLAND. This is during the evening hours for tomorrow. Those northerly winds are helping to bring in that much drier air that will eventually try to move across eastern South Dakota as we do go through the overnight hours and into your Thursday morning. That may help spark a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms late in the day in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. In the meantime, red flag warning continues across western South Dakota. They can definitely use some of the rain, but it won't happen for today as we are looking at dry dry skies. Forecast highs in the 80s, 90s, and lower 100s. I'll have more details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. A Sioux Falls resident who spent the past decade perfecting his holiday lighting skills has turned his hobby into a business. Rain Jerky lights up his neighborhood on the southern edge of Sioux Falls each Christmas as a fundraiser for a local charity. It's a show that will continue to raise thousands of dollars, but Rain is now sharing his talents with people outside the cul-de-sac. He and his brother Jordan recently started Bright Brothers Lighting, a holiday and event lighting company.
I've got a couple daughters, 1 and 5, and really wanted to put up something that looks special this year. And Rain and I have been, talking about the potential for a business opportunity, taking what he does to the next level. And so we figured this was a perfect opportunity this year for us to partner up.
We'll tell you why the decorations don't end with Christmas and how the brothers plan to give back through their business in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND at 10. To national developments, Vice President Kamala Harris campaigned alongside President Joe Biden today for the first time since she replaced him as the Democrats' presidential candidate. The venue, a Union Hall in Pittsburgh, is part of the campaign's effort to reach working-class voters in battleground states. CBS's Ed O'Keefe was there.
President Biden passing the torch on Monday in Pennsylvania, urging Union voters to stand with Vice President Harris.
I promise you, if you elect Kamala Harris as president, it'll be the best decision you will have ever made.
The appearance capped a full day of campaigning for Harris, who visited Detroit and Pittsburgh, two of the biggest centers of organized labor.
Oh, it's good to be in the House of Labor. You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
While her running mate, Tim Walz, made a pitch to union voters in Milwaukee.
When unions are strong, America is strong.
But before that appearance, a scary moment as vehicles in the Minnesota governor's campaign motorcade crashed into each other, leaving some staffers and reporters injured.
I'm relieved to say that with a few minor injuries, everybody's going to be okay.
Notably absent from the trail, former President Donald Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance. But in an interview that aired over the weekend, Trump continued to claim his various legal battles aren't affecting his chances.
You get indicted for interfering with a presidential election where you have every right to do it. You get indicted and your poll numbers go up.
Just to reiterate how important Pennsylvania is this election season, Donald Trump will be here tomorrow for an event before heading to Wisconsin later in the week. Vice President Harris is headed to New Hampshire tomorrow, and then she's right back here in Steel City on Thursday. Ed O'Keefe, CBS News, Pittsburgh.